It's Monday, October 18, 2021. I'm Todd Dunn. Today I'm back in the boat shed. This is the aft repair I did on Tortuga's hull. And what I'm going to do today is try out my homemade longboard and sand this a little to try to ferret into the hull a little bit. I can feel, for example, that it's a little high right here and fairly smooth on top. So I'm going to work on fairing in this bottom edge to the overall curvature of the hull. So I'm going to set up and get to work with the longboard. This is my homemade longboard. It's a strip of mahogany that will curve to the hull that I put a couple little handles on and attach some sandpaper to just by stapling through some wood on the back to hold the sandpaper in place. So I'm going to get going and start sanding. Longboard sanding is pretty simple. Basically, you just put it on there, let it conform to the hull, and start going. It is a workout and rather unpleasant, though. I have 80 grit sandpaper on here, so it's gonna be fairly aggressive. You can see it is taking off the paint, and that's the area that's high. So back to doing it. It's just very tedious. That's actually having a noticeable effect. Still got a high spot right in here. Up here, it's not bad, but here is the worst spot. Yeah, that's working pretty fast. A little bit high right in here. And just keep going. You can tell where I've gotten it pretty fair right here because I'm taking paint off both sides. And right in here, I've still got a small high spot because I haven't taken the paint off down here. I've got a bit of a high spot back here too. I'll move and get down toward this end of the plane. Ooh, I dropped it off a little bit. See, I've got a high spot right here. You can just feel it. So as you can see, longboarding is tedious, it's hard on the shoulders, and but it's something that if you want to have fair curves on your hull, you have to do. And I hate doing it, which is why there are lines like here where I haven't done it in the past. Here, there are some spots that need to be longboarded, which I intend to work on today and over the next few days to get this hull much more fair than it has been. Well, I think you've probably seen enough of this. This could take hours, and I'm probably not going to get it completely fair today. So what I'll probably do is, after I work on this area a little bit, I can feel a lump there. get that lump down, I will sand this back down with 220 because this is 80 grit on here, and then we will put another coat of paint on to cover. And I've got to work up forward as well, although that's going to be a little harder than it has been because they backed a boat on a trailer in right next to Tortuga up forward. Anyway, back to sanding. Now I have done what sanding I'm going to do today. You can see we sanded it down till it blended in pretty well across there. And I brought this high spot here down, this high spot down, and a little bit down there. And I also sanded out the surface up forward. I did not longboard it though. And what I'm doing now is mixing up a batch of epoxy fairing compound that I'm going to go over the seams with and just fill them, because the initial compound I put in the seams shrunk a little bit on cure. And this is a System 3 Quick Fair. No endorsement other than I use it because I can get it locally, and it works quite well. I've been using it for a number of years. I'm quite happy with it. It cures out quickly. It's a two-part, 2-to-1 compound. The hardener is 1, and then the resin, thickened resin, is 2 parts. So it's pretty easy to use. I'm just going to take this, mixed up probably more than I need, and go over these seams and fill them the rest of the way. And I'll put in more than I need to fill them, and we'll just go over them pretty much full length. And tomorrow I'll be able to sand these back, and hopefully they'll be flush, because I try to finish Tortuga with essentially invisible seams. I'm not going for the visible seam finish that some people like. Get that on there. I mean, the shrinkage wasn't much, 1/32 of an inch or so, but that shows up quite a bit under the paint. And I'll get that. And a few spots here where things are a little thin. And up here, we've got a bit of a low spot right in here, which I'm going to put a good deal of compound on. Okay, I've now compounded the seams. I think the camera turned off in the middle of it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the content today. And if you haven't, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel and clicking that notification bell so you'll get a notification when my next exciting boat maintenance video comes up. Thanks again for watching.